All my life, I wanted to bring people together, to connect them. I remember this feeling from a very young age. I grew up in a stormy, passionate Italian family where shouting was normal. Ma perché avete messo la pasta già? Avevamo detto di aspettare, ma i bambini avevano fame. I remember the yelling, and I see myself calming everyone down and performing skits to show the adults how they look like, to make them laugh and help them to reconcile. This became my mission in the life, to connect people through the performing arts. In the year 2000, a wave of terror washed over the Middle East. The Italian Jewish community invited me to bring 50 Israeli children to an enchanting forest retreat. They were wounded by the terrorist attacks. It was to cheer them up. Each of the children had painful stories, full of sorrow and pain. And some of them no longer believed in mankind. Among them was Renana, a gentle girl who survived a deadly attack. Her body full of shrapnel. Once she was asked if she ate the terrorist who killed the best friends, she told, I was a ballet dancer and I played the flute. I can no longer play or dance, but if I live with hatred, I cannot survive. Renana's words touched my heart, and when I came back to Israel after this experience, I felt that I must do something to bring hope, to bring people together. And at the peak of the wave of terror, I decided to create a theater with Jewish and Arab. I was teaching theater in many schools, so I invited some of my students to join me. And now I have to find the Muslims, the Christians, the Druze, and the Circassian from my area. One day, I met Sharif, a charming young man who worked as a cook. Sharif, you will be my first Arab actor in the theater. No way, I've never acted before. Oh, don't worry, everyone can act. And I insisted, and Sharif eventually joined the theater with some friends and cousins from the village. And we began. And what's happened in the meetings was a kind of small miracle. Thanks to the music, to the movements, to the non-judgmental atmosphere, everyone felt free and safe. The theater games gave the courage and created intimacy. In the circle, face to face, they explained about the name, how their name affected their life, what values they brought from home, and which stories they heard as children. And then soon became friends and were very, very happy to come every week and to meet each other. But something terrible happened. One of the girls, More, went on vacation with her family to Kenya in Africa with a group of Israelis. When they entered the beautiful hotel in the jungle, a terrorist exploded himself in the lobby. When Mor came back to Israel, she called me and screamed, "I'm done with the theater. I hate all the Arabs. They came to look for us and to kill us 5,000 kilometers away from home." I tried to convince her that the kids of the theater are loving and peaceful young people, but Mor was too hard to her to listen. I asked her to come one last time to say goodbye to all the group. "Okay, I'll come, but I'll sit alone out of the circle." It was a difficult moment. People was afraid to get out from the house because we had terrorist attacks every day, everywhere. I asked the kids to imagine that they are locked in a box, trying to get out. I put on music, and in slow motion, they perform and express the frustrations of those days. Mor watched from the side, silently, in her pain. At the end, I asked who wanted to go on the stage and do a monologue about what they feel right now. The first one that came up was Sharif, and he said, "What do you think? Because I am an Arab, I am not afraid. Terror and violence are terrible for all of us." And one by one, all the children shared their feelings. Mor asked to speak. And in one breath, she told us about the horrible moments in Kenya, about the screams, the crying, the blood, the glass everywhere. And in the end of the stories, she was exhausted, the eyes wide open. Sharif stood up and asked her, "Mor, can I hug you?" And everyone, all the kids, one by one, joined the big group hug around her. Mor stayed in the theater, and the improvisations about the fear, the hope, the war gave life to a performance of dance theater called Bereshit, Genesis. The theater was invited to all over Italy to perform, and the show became a message of hope and peace. The kids became like sisters and brothers, and the bond became stronger and stronger. It was like a dream came true, but from the local council called me to the office. We are sorry, but we can no longer finance the theater. I drove home, my eyes full of tears. Why? Why, God? Why do you give a gift and do you take it back? What do I tell the children now? Where can I find the financing? I got home discouraged, and suddenly a phone call from Italy. It's Dr. Calo Livne. Yes, who is this? Are you the director of a multicultural theater from Galilee? I was, until half an hour ago. What do you mean? What's happened? It's over. Finish. Look, I'm calling you from the Vatican. This is a financial problem. What do you need? I need 5,000 euros. Oh, great. I'm calling you because you are going to receive 5,000 euro, a prize for your educational work for peace in Assisi, the city of St. Francis. I thought that someone of my family in Italy is playing a prank on me. Are you real? Are you an angel? No, I am a priest. I hang up the phone and slowly, and I looked up and I said, my God, you are fast. I felt that I got a sign, that I have gone on, and I had the courage to found Bereshit LaShalom, a Genesis for Peace foundation to bring people together through the performing arts. And from that moment on, an avalanche of activity for peace came to life. I connected groups of Israeli, Jordanian, and Palestinian young people. I was invited all over the world to explain how to bring together different cultures and to deliver the message. The young people from the theater became ambassadors for peace. Today, more than ever, I know that the passionate spirit of my family is my strength, which helped me follow my inner voice to connect people and inspire hope wherever I can. And to do that, I need the will, the innocence, and the vision of a little child like Renana, Mor, Sharif, and many, many more who joined me in my journey. Thank you.